And we are live. Welcome everyone to the May live stream. Hello, Deepo.
Hi there. How's it going?
So we got an interesting agenda here. Let me start off with the webinars. So first, let me go in and share my screen because we got a couple interesting ones coming up here. So
May is packed.
yeah. So by the way, I always try to repeat this to people. If you want to find like the Tridion site stuff on the website, just type in tridion.com. It'll take you to this page, and then from there you can go into the events and webinars. And RWS has a large company, lots of products, etc. But if you're just looking for Tridion, type in tridion.com. So now in the events and webinars, the first one is this automation and AI in regulatory documentation.
Yeah, that's one of my little babies, and it's AI in medtech. And basically, this series is getting together with industry experts in regulatory and quality assurance in the medtech industry. But actually, it expands out to pharma and anyone that's regulated. Actually, so this is the fourth session in the series with Martin King, and the other episodes focused on structured content foundations, AI readiness, and you can always go and look at those. Those are in the recorded webinar series page. But on this episode, we're looking at practical AI-enabled regulatory workflows. So the main message is that AI can't fix your broken content. However, if you've structured your content, it's governed and it's traceable, then your AI is actually even safer. So it's like we'll be looking at like AI-assisted drafting of controlled content, completeness checks, audit style queries, the advantages, things like faster review cycles without losing governance, because that's the key thing with AI. Just planting AI in with no governance is just going to lead to a whole load of trouble for a company, and especially if you're regulated, then you find that you're going to start getting non-conformities, and then human expertise remains essential. So we'll be talking about that. It's not for AI to replace regulatory expertise. It's to help teams become faster, more consistent, and to be audit ready.
That's excellent. And that's happening on the 20th of May. So May 20, it's a 60-minute webinar, and just go to the sign up page on our website. So go to tridion.com, go into resources and events and webinar, and then you'll be able to sign up. There's also, and it's funny because AI is all over the place, and this is a completely different vertical. We also have another webinar coming up for the travel, leisure, and hospitality vertical, and this is one where we're going to be focusing on the booking process and being able to use AI to reduce friction for the booking process. And as many of you know, like a lot of airline brands, a lot of hotel brands use Tridion. And so this is, we're going to be outlining an AI solution that will help guide people during the booking process and the post-booking process. So very interesting stuff. So the idea to use AI to help support conversions, and to have and to start with agentic AI booking processes. It's going to be a fascinating new world when it comes to the travel websites and how they're going to be able to mesh content and AI to drive bookings. And then we have another one that's coming up, but it's not yet listed on the
Not
page.
yet up there. It's not yet up there, but I'm really chuffed about this one. It's like our innovation day, basically. It's the Tridion Live series, and it's a customer-focused event, but you all are invited. We're not going to kick anyone out. So make sure as soon as it comes up, it'll be on there. Some of you will be receiving invitations, so look out in your inboxes. Those will be going out from today to save the date. It's the 28th and the 29th, and those are 2 half-day sessions. And so Thursday, the 28th of May, starting at my time, 1500, so it's about 9 o'clock in the morning, Eastern time, US. And there we've got some major announcements coming. We've got Tridion AI. I'm not going to go into too much detail. I don't want to give spoilers away, but there's lots of AI-driven orchestration and assistance coming along, built into Tridion Docs. We've already got CP working on Tridion sites. Now it's Tridion Docs turn to, like, put some connections in there, put some AI in there. So it's not just drafting. We're helping organizations operationalize their AI safely. This connecting to different systems using MCP and being able to connect to other enterprise systems and use that information intelligently. We've got a customer section in there. Dell Technologies will be coming to show us how they're using this, because they're one of the customers, one of our first customers using this, and they're helping us build it. We build for our customers. We don't just set out a roadmap like that. We ask, what is it you want? And then we build that. And Greg, you're actually going to be talking on that day as well, on the Thursday.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to be talking about the customer experience. And I think this, spans across not only Tridion sites, but Tridion Docs as well. What are customers' experiences with, or site visitors' experiences with content, and how can that be used to drive measurable KPIs? So it's going to be an interesting session. And, it goes back to we're living in an interesting world with AI, and certainly having the right content is an important aspect of that. So just to recap, we got the first webinar on May 20th. Then we have the travel, leisure, and hospitality one on the 27th. And then the third one is the Tridion Live sessions on May 28th and 29th. And
29th. And 29th is when you get your product updates, So we've got the roadmaps, we've got our product managers coming in, linguistic AI, and there's some really Greg's going to talk to you about that in a little bit, actually. And then, we've got also some other announcements that we're going to be making at that event. So make sure you sign up as soon as you see that coming in. Sign up to it, virtual event. If you sign up and you find you can't make their 3-hour sessions, so some people can't sit in there for the whole 3 hours, sign up, you'll get a link to the recording, and then we'll be chopping those up into 1-hour sections for you to be able to watch as well.
Yeah, and in terms of linguistic AI, that's a really important point, because we've come out at RWS with Language Weaver Pro. So Language Weaver Pro has been known for machine translation for the last 25 years. Throughout that phase, we've gone from statistical machine translation over into neural machine translation, and now our latest one is AI machine translation. And with each one of these steps, the accuracy increases. Definitely tune into the second session on May 29th if you're interested in machine translation and how it works with the Tridion platform.
Yeah, it's got 100 billion parameter model. It's purposely trained specially for translation. This is this is a game changer.
Totally. And it still works with this entire framework of being able to interact with human translators for that verification as well. But they're able to do so much more, because the translations that come through generally are very accurate. But most of our customers like to have one final check where a translator actually.
Well, that's it. I mean, the cultural intelligence brought by humans is what we aim at, So even if you want to speed up workflows using machines, the human is there to be able to say, well, I'm in this country in this particular situation. That term may be not the one that we want to use in this particular situation.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So now just the last section, we've got a couple of announcements. So the first one is Justin Harrison is now moving into Tridion Sites product management. So we've got a new product manager for Tridion Sites. We also have a new product manager for Tridion Docs. So Josh Steen, many of you might have known Josh Steen from professional services. He's going to be moving into product management for Tridion Docs.
And it's really brilliant, because he's an ex-technical writer. He knows his stuff. He's been writing in regulated industries. That's his background, like mine, and that's brilliant. That's a brilliant move.
Yeah, well, it's funny. Justin Harrison actually was writing software for the airline industry as well. So we get these industry experts.
There's thought behind it
coming into product management. So we're very excited about that. And then the final thing is Frank Clauset. Many of you might have known him as the leader of R&D, the head of R&D for the Tridion the overall Tridion platform. He's moved into a position of head of customer success. So helping customers be successful with the application of our technology. So we're going to be doing some sessions as part of the customer success initiative to engage with customers, talk to them about not only the roadmap features, but also dig deeply into their business and figure out, okay, what are the best things that we can do to help you achieve your goals?
Yeah, man. I mean that's like, that push where we're saying, the customer is first, customer comes first. We need to be able to speak with you. And like, Frank is going to be that point of contact, pulling this together. The Tridion live sessions are like, that example, and we're going to be repeating that over the year. We're not going to keep it to once a year. It's a brilliant idea, and I think we should be able to, like, keep that going, get people in the same room, get you all talking to each other. You're using the same product, why not share best practice? How do you get around this, how do you do that?
Yep.
That's
And
how we all learn.
Yeah, and it's become a confusing world with AI, right?
Yeah.
And so we're here to partner with organizations to help guide them to, what's the practical things that you can do today, 6 months, 1 year from now. So so that I'm very excited about this customer success function that we're rolling out as well.
Yeah, brilliant. And like, I mean, that just rolls out into our broader AI outlook. Everyone is talking about AI, implementing AI. 2026 is the year enterprises are operationalizing AI. And the fundamental problem with people just dumping AI in is that their content isn't ready yet. And so what do you do to, like, prepare your content for AI? We're going to be tackling that. You see lots of blog posts from us. We've got like loads of learning webinars, like the AI in MedTech webinar. Structured, governed, reusable, traceable, and machine readable content is where you want to be aiming at. And if you think that a PDF is machine readable, feed a PDF, feed an AI a PDF with a table in it. And depending on how that table was made, you will get a different answer every time you query the AI about that particular PDF. So AI is your content reflected back at you. If you've got chaos in there, you'll get chaos reflected right back at you.
That's a good way of putting it. Yeah, I was always thinking about, content is sort of like the gasoline for the engine, and you definitely want to have the right octane for your engine, and and don't put diesel in there.
Yeah, that's it.
Not that I've ever done that.
No.
All right. Well, let's wrap it up. Any final thoughts?
I mean, like, final thoughts: AI pressure is accelerating, regulatory complexity is rising. Customers, you need to have, like, trusted content foundations, and the Tridion ecosystem is evolving rapidly to support this shift. So come, make sure you register for episode 4. Make sure you register and join the Tridion live sessions, and reach out to the teams, and, like, talk to your professional services, talk to your customer account owner, and, like, manager, and find out what is it we're doing and how can we help you. We're always looking to, like, hear from you and see what we can put out for you. We can even build something specially for you.
Very good. Well, we'll see. Hope to see people at the webinars, and then we'll also catch you for the June live stream. Thank you, Deepo.
Thanks.
All right. Take care. Bye.
Bye.